and I'm wondering if I could just interview you to ask you if you've ever been embarrassed or if you have any embarrassing stories.
Embarrassed? How could I be embarrassed?
Yeah, I know.
Millions of stories happen every day in this city. I set out to collect embarrassing stories from strangers.
Do you have an embarrassing story that you want to share with us? Excuse me. I was wondering if you might tell me an embarrassing story.
Oh, I can't.
Alright, you want to share?
Oh, we got a lot of them.
Embarrassing stories? Go ahead. Go ahead.
There's a picture floating around too of me in the kitchen with a solo cup like this.
I have an embarrassing story.
You do.
Before work, after work,
Hey, y'all, I took a stinky in the Waldorf Astoria.
on my lunch break, during midday coffee break.
Yes, I'm outside a Cancer Society event fundraiser, and I'm smoking a cigarette. That's a little embarrassing. That's why I'm hiding behind the wall, and you found me over here.
After work at parties, at bars.
I did. We rode the subway with no pants on.
You did?
I mean, we were even in like Nashville recently.
Yep.
I was sitting down with a bunch of people in a nice fur coat and my underwear. But my assistant with me, who's like a total grungy dude, farted.
Oh.
And I thought I was like, God, I was like yelling. I'm like, dude, you don't do that around people. And I ended it all with, I was gonna fart just to be totally funny.
Yeah.
And I trapped my pants.
Oh no.
Had to walk out of the place backwards, go to my car, get fresh underwear.
A couple of weeks ago, we were down in Florida and we were walking down the street and just tripped, fell down, and all these people who are much older than I am came over to assist me. It was the 90-year-old. Right, the 90-year-olds wanted to lift me off the ground.
I fell from the top of the stair to the bottom, like roll, like dress over the head.
And then after collecting these stories for a while, I started to wonder, was there some deeper meaning to these interactions I was having with strangers?
Too many humiliation that I don't feel it's humiliating anymore.
Something that happened just recently. One of my girlfriends seems to think that I need to have a child so she can have a godchild. So she calls my office and I have her on speaker because I'm busy during the close, doing our reporting and whatnot. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she yells in the biggest 5-year-old voice, "Are you pregnant yet?"
And I think I sort of immediately started to feel like I was going to vomit.
And I thought and I thought and I thought. Was this all about human connection, and was it about the cathartic element, or being able to reveal yourself and be comfortable with it, learning how to shed your self-consciousness?
Projectile vomited on the girl on my first kiss.
I've never hallucinated from drugs before, but I was hallucinating that there were bubbles, like these kind of fatal bubbles that were descending. I was closing my eyes, trying to remind myself it was all an illusion. After this terrifying climax, I had this epiphany, right? And I said, I've learned one lesson. Like I understand like the truth of things now. And I scrawled something manically on his desk with a magic marker.
Yeah.
And then I fell asleep. And we woke up the next day. I stumbled up the desk, like, wiped my eyes, and I looked down, and I had scrawled, "People are different."
I went into the steam room and I was naked and lying on my towel. I was getting my hips loose, and I'm like, oh, my butt feels really weird. And so I felt around down there, and I was like, oh, what's going on down there?
Down where?
Shit, I hope no one was watching me. And I turned around, and there's this woman right behind me, watching me feel all around.
Like your bum? You're like,
no, in.
oh.
But then after a while, I realized, no, you know what? It's not about any of that. It's actually just really fun to stop and ask somebody that you wouldn't normally ask, hey, what's your story? It's one of those things that just kind of makes it fun to be alive.
It was called a Sexy Dance Tequila Shot Contest.
No!
Oh yeah, hell yeah it was. Basically, I had to get 10 shots of hot tequila and give them the sexiest dance I could possibly give them.
Yeah!
Hell yeah, I'll show you guys. Yeah, hold on. This, I need a girl just grabbing her like this, though.
Oh, God, I got it.
That's all it was. No, but you missed the dance. I'm sorry, though.
Oh God, I know the story you're telling.
So,
Really true.
It was kind of like the Incredible Hulk. If the Incredible Hulk had a drinking problem.
Yeah, don't you ever wonder when you're walking down the street, what's her story? What's his story? What's your story?